Morning everybody, it's Saturday the 4th of November and I need to say a massive thank you again for the comments and likes that I've had on the vlogs that I've done the last couple of days. Yesterday the vlog included that minute or two in my parents' village which had the sound of the church bells ringing quite incessantly. I did try and turn the volume down because it was even louder when I first recorded it, so I am sorry if the church bells ringing was a little bit annoying, although some of you now have commented to say that it was actually really nice to hear the church bells. They don't have those, the church bells do not ring constantly like that all the time because it's a proper old-fashioned church. There are actual bell ringers ringing the bells, but they had apparently put on their local Facebook page that they were going to be doing an extra practice that afternoon for a 45-minute peal of bells, and I just happened to go out for my walk with Stu when that was happening. It's not that something that happens all the time. Even my parents said, "Oh, why are the bells ringing?" I'm not sure what the 45-minute peal is for. There must be something coming up in the calendar, the church calendar, or a church event that's happening, and so it was a bell ringing practice. They do not have the bells ringing like that constantly all day every day. That would be incredibly annoying, and it was literally just a coincidence that when I went out for a walk that was happening. I quite liked it though, because I like the sound of church bells, but no, you wouldn't want that all the time, would you? So yeah, so thank you if you commented, thank you for all the likes, and don't forget as well, we have got the entrance for the winter festive yarn inspiration pictures. So if you've got anything that you want to send me, start having a look. It doesn't have to be Christmas themed picture, anything that's kind of winter themed or festive themed or anything. Send me your ideas and we'll pick some to dye. All right, and it is wet and miserable out there. It's quite late in the morning. I've already had breakfast and coffee because it's about 11 o'clock. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. Breakfast this morning was just toast with some avocado chopped on top. I got some avocados in the reduce section the other day. Avocado with a couple of fried eggs on top. So that was very nice this morning for breakfast. Had my coffee. I'm just off to do a little bit of shopping. I need to get some chicken pellets and straw bedding for the chickens. I was going to clean out the chickens today, but the weather is pretty horrible at the moment. We'll see if it dries off. I need to check the weather forecast. I don't really want to clean out the chickens in the rain, but if it's going to be raining non-stop for today and tomorrow, that's what will have to happen. Otherwise, I'll have a look and see where there's going to be a dry spell. Other plans for today, ironing. Ugh, hate ironing, so I shall put on some YouTube podcasts, some knitting podcasts on YouTube while I'm ironing. I need to do the toe for the I'm Too Socksy Socks. Let me just have a look. Where have I... Oh, that's Stu asking to come back in. Hang on a minute. Okay, yeah, so I got to the point of ready to do the toes now for the I'm Too Socksy Socks. So I've used pretty much the whole of, well, not quite whole, got that much left of the 25 grams that I had wound off for the first sock. So I'm actually probably going to use that, start the toes with that green and then go into that, which is a very slightly different green for the heels, toes and cuffs. So I've then got this much for the second sock, which does mean starting with the green, which I didn't really want to do. I might have a little play with this. So otherwise it means it's going to start there. But what I might do is have a look if I wound that off and go all the way down to the end of that ball, what is at the end there? Can I make it work to put that? No, it's not going to work, is it? All right, I'm just going to have to live with it. They are not going to be matching. That's fine. To be honest, the pattern is great. I'm not that fussed about how the yarn is knitted up anyway, and they are coming out a little bit tight. So I might give these to my daughter, who I think has got slightly skinnier feet than me, and see if she wants them just as to wear them around the house, Christmassy sort of socks. So yeah, so get the toe done on that. I'm going to record the podcast, I think, today. Also, this evening, for my husband's birthday, which was a couple of days ago, I bought him a book called Couples Adventure, and it's got ideas for sort of like, I suppose, like date nights and things that you can do. And the idea is that you can't see, they're not scratch off ones, they're stickers that you peel off, and you don't know what you're going to be doing. And the challenge that we've got this evening is to basically buy some unusual food that we've perhaps never tried before, and eat it. So oh, what a shame, we're going to buy some food and eat it. So he's going off to do some shopping. He's going to do a main course with food that we've not tried before, and I've got to look for dessert or snacks or things like that. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of fun, hopefully. Yeah, so ironing, podcast, and a little bit of shopping, and maybe cleaning out the chickens if the weather holds off. If not, some of that will be tomorrow. Right, I'll see you later. Okay, so I've just arrived at the farm shop where I get my chicken pellets and straw and stuff from. It's much cheaper than like a pet store. But on my way, I popped to a charity shop that I sometimes go to. See the state of my hair. Because when I was in there a couple of weeks ago, I noticed they'd got a whole load of knitting needles, Knit Pro knitting needles in their packs, and I bought a couple of pairs a few weeks ago and thought I'll go back at some point. And so I suddenly remembered that, and I thought, oh, do you know, I'll just nip in and see if they've got any. Oh my goodness me, they have got loads. So I'll show them all properly on the podcast this afternoon when I film the podcast. And they're all still in their packets. I don't know if they're used or not. I mean, this one actually, the packet is split, but they're all still in their packets. And they're all fixed circulars, but they were £1 a pack. £1 a pack. So I got 9 packs. I'll go through them all. So if you want to see the full range of what I got, I'll do that on the podcast. But they've also got this full pack of Peyton's 100% cotton Aran 100-gram balls. Look, £10 for the pack. So it would have originally, whatever shop this was originally sold in, would have been £30, £3 a ball. I got them for £1 a ball. 100% cotton and 100 grams. Colour 3654. Can't see much more information actually at the moment. But yes. What a bargain. So I spent £19 in there because I got 9 sets of Knit Pro Symphony needles, including some double pointed, a pack of 3.75mm double pointed needles, always useful. I got quite a few that were bigger sizes, so actually I think that's 3.75 as well, but I got some which were 5mm, 6mm, etc. What a bargain. What a great little haul from the charity shop. Love it. Right, I'm sorry that my head's cut off. The stand, no, not the phone holder I've got in my car. You can't move it, it's in a fixed position. So unless I do this, you've just got my the top of my head cut off, or I do it portrait and then it will look weird on YouTube. Right, anyway, off to get the chicken pellets. It's still raining. Don't think the chickens are going to be cleaned out today. I think that's going to be tomorrow. See you in a bit. So good afternoon everybody. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm about to record the podcast, but I thought before I film the podcast I would just check in with everybody on the vlog. And I thought I didn't explain very well this morning. Why don't I just brush my hair before I video myself? I do not know. But I didn't explain terribly well this morning what we're doing this evening, so I thought I would show you the book and everything. So this is the book that I got for my husband for his birthday. Surprise Adventure, and it's called Couples Edition. It's nothing sexual. So what you get is you get 40 stickers with random activities for you to do. Now I say random because there are some clues. It gives you in here what the little pictures clues mean. So for example, tells you whether you're going to need transport, it tells you if it involves cooking, it tells you if it's spooky for Halloween, arts and crafts, shopping, something to do at home, something that involves music. And then there are some, we haven't done this bit actually, there are some pages at the front that you can fill in to about yourself and your partner. And then for each adventure, it's like a scrapbook basically. For each adventure that you complete, there's a little page for you to fill in the information, put some photos and fill in how it went, did you enjoy it, etc. So for example, this one, number 2, no idea what number 2 is, but we've got some clues. It tells you roughly how long it will take, whether it will cost any money. So this one, number 2, it says between 0 and £20. You can do it any time of the day, 2 to 3 hours, and the little dice sign there means it's something to do with fun and games. Anyway, so we decided we were going to do one of these this evening. You don't have to do it in number order. So we had a look, and number 6, it said it involved food and something to do at home, 0 to £10. You can do it any time of the day, 2 to 3 hours, and it's number 6. So we peeled off the sticker and then stuck it on here so you can see what it says. This is what it said to do. Calling all foodies. Go to your local grocery store and start picking up some new foods off the shelf you've never had before. Maybe think of a theme or a random country for inspiration. Go back home, set everything up and cook. Now blindfold each other in turn and place some food items in your partner's mouth and ask them to guess what they're eating. So we said, right, how are we going to do this without the other one knowing what we've bought or what we're cooking, etc. So my husband said he would take care of the main course, and I said I'd do drinks, snacks, dessert, that sort of thing. So I went to a supermarket, an independent supermarket we have in Derby that specialises in particular in Eastern European food. So Polish, Romanian, Czech, Lithuanian, that sort of thing. So I went there. I think my husband just went to Morrison's as far as I know. And I bought a couple of beers, a lemon beer and a cherry beer. I'll try and take some photos of the packaging later and put them on. Some cherry beer, some lemon beer. And we'd said about £10 each, or up to £10 each. And I must admit, I think mine came to about 11 because the beer, 2 cans of beer was about £4.50. And then I got some, because I said I'd get snacks. I got some cheese flavoured crispy things and some pizza flavoured crisp things. Then I was desserts. I was struggling with desserts because there was a lot of biscuits and sort of dry cake sort of stuff. The fresh desserts in the fridge were all sort of a lot of like mousse milk based stuff, which my husband's not too keen on anyway. And then I just found these things in the freezer. I have no idea what they are. I will put some pictures of the packaging up. I'll tell you tomorrow what they taste like. So actually if I don't put packaging pictures up today, I'll let you know tomorrow. And then what else did I get? Oh, I got like a garlic and herb cheese spread. It looked a little bit like something like what's the French one called, boursin, but Eastern European version of boursin. And then I got some tomato and basil rye bread, so they're crackers, so they're going to be the starters. So I'm going to be honest, I guess, and say I have played it fairly cautious that I think it's all food that will be similar to what we've tasted and tried before, but they're all like unusual brands from Eastern Europe. So anyway, I have no idea what we're having as a main course. Husband is in charge of that. There is stuff in the fridge, but all in a carrier bag, so I can't see it. Our daughter Amelia, who's here, she went shopping with my husband, so she knows what he's bought, and she said, trust me, you're going to need what you've got, Mum. She says she thinks it will all go well together, but she doesn't think what that her dad had bought very much stuff, so who knows. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing this evening. We'll probably also have Classic FM on quite loudly to stop Stu stressing out over fireworks, because there's a lot of fireworks going off this weekend, with it being November the 5th tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to a proper firework display. I will film that and talk a bit about that tomorrow. And yes, also I showed you, haven't I? I've shown you the bits that I bought from the charity shop. I'm sure there's something else I was going to tell you. I haven't done the ironing yet. That's the plan, in a bit, if I can be bothered. And I definitely haven't done the chickens. The chickens are definitely waiting until tomorrow, because there is supposed to be a much drier day tomorrow. So chickens are being done tomorrow. Right, so I'm going to record the podcast now. I won't film our sort of date night tonight, but I might, as I say, film some of the, well, I will take some pictures, because we're going to have some pictures to go in like our scrapbook. And I'll report back tomorrow how it went. This is a self-published book, I think. It's just called Surprise Adventure. I can't find the company name. I found it, I think it was through Facebook it came up, the advert came up for it, and I just thought it looked really fun. So anyway, I would recommend it. I think they do a date night version and maybe a family adventure one as well. All right, I'll probably check in with you later. The Too Socksy Socks are finished other than grafting. I'm going to do the podcast now where I will show in more detail the stuff that I bought at the charity shop and go through all the whips, etc. as usual. All right, see you later.